Game 4 follows the continued rise of Immortals.
TL and 100T? Okay, so the TL game, Bratz just entered the whole game level 3, and that was the first game Bratz was played in LCS. Also, he only got 2 days of scrim, so I don't really consider TL that good right now. TL lost to Golden Guardians earlier this week, so I'm not super high on TL's performance right now. I think TL still needs to get into it. Yeah, still need to get into it a little bit. So that's why I don't put that much weight on that game. And then the 100 Thieves one, I think 100 Thieves is actually bad. I don't think 100 Thieves is a good team.
A lot of talk about grabbing these two junglers. A lot of players were talking about wanting to play with them. A lot of teams were after them.
The CLG game that IMT won, I didn't think looked super good. The TSM game that they won didn't look super good. I could easily see Immortals being 3 and 4 right now. Right? The TSM one that went to 70 minutes where TSM just didn't know what to do later on, that's not a convincing victory to me. And I think EG has an advantage here in mid lane, a big advantage in mid lane, and I think that's why they can win this game.
He's not got quite the all-star cast around him. I know EG aren't doing super well this split overall. His early game stats actually still pretty good. He's 4 out of 6 for first bloods. EG's overall early game actually...
I'd say Smithy right now is performing like the 4th best jungler in LCS. In terms of jungling, if you average out the performances of all junglers, I would say the best so far has been Blabber, 2nd best has been Closer, 3rd best has been Dardoch, and then 4th best has been Xmithy, and then Santorin's probably 5th. That's who I consider the top 5 junglers in NA right now.
Down near the bottom
Svenskeren has been trash. He actually played really well in the last game that they played.
Really have been proving people wrong. It has been more about the synergy between them, about how well they work together, about finding ways to win.
But I mean, these games are really flippy. Just so you guys know, NA these games is really fucking flippy. Okay, so Soraka banned from EG, Aphelios, Set, and Aatrox. So they're kind of targeting the top lane for EG. So I wonder if EG is just gonna go for the GP top as the next safe one. Why Closer over Dardoch? Closer's played extremely well, bro.
It's interesting because we have in the past seen...
And that's the thing is, I take all their performances and average them out, you know? Xmithy has looked good in 3 out of the 7 games, in my opinion. He looked really good in the Sejuani game. He looked good in the Rek'Sai game. And he looked good in the... there was one more game that he looked good in. It's not coming to mind right now. But I thought he looked bad in the 2 Elise games. The 2 Elise games, I thought he looked bad in the Trundle game. And then there's one more. There's 2 games that are eluding me.
Ezreal is the safe pick you place that you can get yourself out of the hard engages. This feels more like a steal to me than you really...
You're so biased. You're placing them how you like them, not how they play. I don't know how I could whatever. Maybe these co-streams are going downhill. Because literally, I give logic and reasoning, and then I just always get comments like that. It's so annoying. It's hard to look good with this Trundle pick. I mean, the Trundle pick was really bad, though. That's my whole point. LeBlanc has been something that's been super good for Jizuke. Most teams have been banning it.
Jizuke gets his LeBlanc yet again. Most played of the split so far. It's going to be game number 3. And Lee Sin breaks the chain of Svenskeren and playing unique champion every single game. Lee's going to come through for him. And we are expecting some pretty good things. Now, again, we're not expecting a winning bot lane for EG.
There's always a bias when you were talking. I mean, how is there any bias here, bro? I literally just give reasoning, and I've watched all the games on stream, and then I'll give you statistics and everything, and just people just say you're biased or what?
Yeah, we'll have to find out if I...
Closer was the person that I like the least out of all the junglers, right? And I'm just giving him props. He's somebody who I should be theoretically biased against. This is actually good for Xmithy. I like this pick for him. Rek'Sai into Lee Sin. He played a really good Rek'Sai game last week, so I like Immortals' first 3 a lot more in terms of draft. Best player on IMT? So far, I think the best player on IMT has probably been Xmithy. I think that Xmithy and Celeste has looked really reliable as well. Ozek's been doing his job, but I don't necessarily think that he's been doing anything spectacular. Also, I think he played 2 Cassio games. I didn't like either of those.
Targeting some of the difficult picks for Ornn to deal with, such as the Mordekaiser, Conqueror, Leandri's Rush. Mordekaiser really can match up well against that Ornn.
Oh yeah,
a lot of percent HP damage, a lot of
Smithy is the same age as me. Why isn't he retiring? Well, I don't think that he's like been much of like a league personality per se. He's more of just like a player that's been really good in LCS. So he probably just wants to make his money from being in LCS and getting paid rather than trying to like make money in the league scene doing like content and stuff like that. He's never been big on streaming. He's never been big on like social media, all that stuff. He'd probably just prefer to play for a team, play in LCS, and get paid for that. I think Ica is a huge problem for IMT. The main reason why I think IMT is bad is because I think they have the worst mid laner in the league, and I think that having a horrible mid laner is really, really like dangerous.
I do think he is someone who hasn't been a pleasant surprise for me. I think he has performed above what my expectations were, and he's a player that I think has a lot of room to grow as a young.
Can you interrupt LeBlanc W with Rek'Sai W? Yes, you can, but it's really hard to do. It's not really like a very viable thing. The Braum into Yuumi is not normally that good though. So let's see what they actually end up going. Like, I feel like you could probably get away with something like a Kai'Sa here. It's really up to Bang though, whatever he wants. You can potentially go Lucian as well, but I don't think Lucian is very good into Ornn Rek'Sai.
Which honestly I'd be okay with, but
yeah, I mean, again, there is like Volibear support and things like that.
Hey, it makes sense. All right, they did do the Lucian. And then top lane should probably be Magic. I think they should probably take Mordekaiser top here, if I had to guess. Actually, you could go AD here. You could take oh, actually, Mordekaiser's already banned. So what can they take here? I mean, GP is fine, I guess. I'd say that Kumo probably should take GP here. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You just lose if you take that pick. Oh, I hate that pick. I hate it. 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 I think Immortals wins this draft. I think post-draft, I would have Immortals winning. Corki mid into LeBlanc, Lee Sin. Man, Ica just has no champion pool.
Ornn is going to give you so much frontline, so much scaling later on, especially when there's not a frontline magic.
Rumble is possible there. I did close the blinds. I might fucking put them all the way up. Because they're closed right now, but I might have to just like reverse the way so it blocks the light completely. I mean, I think Immortals won draft here. They got the Rek'Sai into Lee Sin. I think Renekton's a terrible pick here. I think the Corki is bad. But yeah, overall I would take EG's. Or I'll take IMT's draft over EG.
Honestly, I think EG has pretty easy combination choice here. Corki is 90.
Do you think he's happy with the Renekton pick? I think his champion pool got squeezed because I don't see a reason why you wouldn't go for a GP here. Azir Corki. I mean, Azir Corki are both not good picks here. So maybe if the Lee Sin LeBlanc end up doing work, they could win. But post-draft, I have Immortals winning.
Another 2-0 week. Go up to 6-2. See if they can make that one happen as we are getting ourselves onto the Rift for the fourth and final LCS game of the day. Stay tuned to Sports Academy after this. And we'll see if more.
Why did I retire? Just money, pretty much.
They can put a lot of space as well, right? Yeah. DSM just lost.
So essentially the highest. So I got 5 offers in the off season between 5 and season 6, and the highest offer I got was 144K for the year, which was 2.5 times what I was paid in season 5. Because I had a good season 5, so season 6 I got offered by like some of the other teams. Like NRG was the team that offered me 144, but streaming I just thought I could make more money in, and I was way correct. Like first year I streamed, I made like 400K. So it was essentially just like I had never done streaming before, so I had no idea like how much money there was, and it was more exciting to me at the time.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna stop.
That was before franchising, so players were paid a lot less. And also, I was like kind of old at the time. I think I was the oldest LCS player when I retired. So
I did just want to ask you, kind of really.
The way I viewed it was just better for me to actually care about like monetary gain at some point.
With the prioritization of heavy healing.
I think in the meta right now, healing is strong and sustain in general, especially with Yuumi and Soraka. But with the buffs we saw to Yuumi recently, I think it's a really strong pick. And we've seen LEC.
Okay, so level 1, they should probably try to do something to the Rek'Sai because Rek'Sai is worse than most champions level 1.
Yesterday and one game today.
Wait, he didn't need to flash that, I don't think. Oh man, Jizuki starts with no flash. It shouldn't really matter because LeBlanc shouldn't be dying to like a Corki Rek'Sai anyway. And it's prototype Omnistone Corki. I have no idea about prototype Omnistone Corki. I haven't seen this played in any region yet. Maybe it was played in LCK or something and I missed that game, but I haven't seen it in LEC, I'm pretty sure. Haven't seen it in LCS yet, so no idea.
Yeah, watch Shizuke with the Yuumi this game. He's going to have some fun.
All right, keep your eyes on Jizuke, everybody. We're ready for it.
All right, so they're actually invading with the Braum onto the Lee Sin, which is kind of weird.
Talk about this first, then we'll talk about
I think that IMT should be able to be poked out here by the Yuumi. I think this is fine for EG.
Bang, that was probably flashed down.
They should be okay with this.
Plans though, and Zeyzal kind of push them around. This is going to run out of patience very soon. They got to be careful this one. You can see Altek and Hako trying to mark Svenskeren, prevent the smite, but Smithy
Good.
running out of health. Heal.
Nice. Nice. Really good for... Oh, man, Smithy's dead. It's a big misplay from Smithy. You really shouldn't invade with Rek'Sai.
Kumo is in a really rough spot.
Oh, and they gave it to Jizuke, bro. He's so big now.
Donated 700.
That's a massive, massive mistake from Smithy, keeping the thing aggroed there.
That was a terrible invade. They stayed there for so long.
It was such a bad invade. I wonder who called that.
From McSmithy, leaving
Honestly, that type of play should end the game.
You know, why are they trying to fully commit to chasing Svenskeren, right? You know, the skill shots miss. Now you need to just go back, help your jungler actually finish this buff. Instead, Altek and Hakuo both abandon Smithy completely, charging after Svenskeren, who they're not even able to get in range of to hit. Smithy
so bad.
Surely going to die, and he spends the flash, so bad goes to worse there. But
I mean, this is a problem that I've had with Smithy. This is why I can't place him higher than 4th right now.
they're going to be kicking themselves.
Is because I feel like he's just had really good games and then really bad games. And that's normally not what I like to see out of somebody. Like, I value consistency really highly. So that's why, like, I might even move Smithy in my tier list down to 5th after this, under Santorin. And to be fair, when Santorin played against Smithy, he clapped him. So, yeah, we got to see how Smithy recovers from this, because this is a really good matchup for him. He's playing Rek'Sai into Lee Sin, which is a counter pick.
But obviously the kills, huge.
Yeah, the kills are really, really big. I mean, we talked about how EG kind of needed to...
Oh, they can go on this maybe. I think LeBlanc should be roaming.
Here, but Jizuke is continuing his base, so Smithy can probably walk.
I think Smithy can die there. He's got no E on Rek'Sai, so he's only level 2. And Jizuke can probably roam up and try to kill him. He got pushed off Crab too, so I think Svenskeren can most likely double Crab here. You're so biased? I mean, I'm just not biased though. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
we also didn't really get a chance to actually touch on it is Omni Stone Cork, which
I think that you guys just really like Smithy for some reason. That's how it feels from my perspective. Because like every argument I make makes sense as to why other people are playing better. Like, I can side out. If they lose this game, I can side out 4 games that were really poor from him. Oh man, he just missed that CS. Bang did. But it seems like people are just like, oh, you just hate him or something. I don't know.
He goes on screen, he got airy and just instantly triggers through battling gun.
But his comment I think actually expired.
Sure, fair. Well, right now Kumo's gonna be trading with Soaz to go back and forth. Yeah, so Corgi feels like one of the champions to me that actually...
He's better than me? Yeah, most of these players should be better than me, bro. Like they're playing LCS, right? Like, they play the game. Like, I literally watch games and do, like, podcasts and stuff. Like I don't know if that's, like, a... I don't understand why that's how people view it.
I see how it works.
That's such a weird comment, you know? Because it's like, I'm also better than, like, the majority of the people that are coaches and stuff, so what? Like, their opinion just doesn't matter?
Right. And that's kind of the trick, right? You know, I do think, you know, if you go for something
like yeah.
You know, that is
These people are playing way more League than me right now.
Coming out into those team fights, but going to be interested to kind of track this and see how he does. And the other thing that's interesting about this Keystone is that it actually prioritizes giving you Predator when you're coming out of base now.
All right, let's see if they can set up a flash burn here. Oh, that's really bad. That's really, really bad from Jizuke. If he hits that chain, that's a flash. And this is like, dude, Jizuke is much better than Aika so far this season. Jizuke has been playing a lot better than Aika. And he started with 2 free kills, so this is like really Jizuke's game to carry. It's really Jizuke's game to carry this.
I can't lane anymore against my opponent, so let's reset.
You are garbage? I mean, yeah, okay, sure, dude. Like, maybe I'm garbage right now. I feel like I'm playing pretty well, but maybe I'm garbage. That shouldn't take away from my analysis, though.
Went into a deficit to buy that early Sheen and help him get some of the extra power early on. But I really do like Futures Market as well. I think it's actually a hugely beneficial rune to just get you onto the power spikes when you can't always do it. So I like that pickup a lot, and I'm honestly just a very big fan of Aika's rune page.
Tried to predict flash? No, he just missed the chain, bro. He didn't try to predict flash there.
Unexplored, especially the Predator interaction, I really do think can have a lot of value. You know, when you're thinking about, you know, know, Corki wanting to get package and roam around the map. Predator can work in kind of a somewhat similar way, or just give you like a super package where you're
Stop malding. I'm not malding, dude. I'm literally just trying to have a conversation with you guys. Like I'm trying to like see your guys' viewpoint. I'm trying to like understand where you guys are coming from. Obviously, a lot of people are hating on me because they're saying that I'm biased against Xmithy. So I'm just trying to figure out how to explain my viewpoint without getting flamed.
Bang and Zeyzal doing great so far in that bottom lane, and you can see that it was actually Altec forced onto the Sheen by trying.
Well, I mean, I'm not reacting like to it. I'm literally just reading it and giving my opinion. I don't know. It is what it is.
to stack that up as fast as possible.
All right, so the Lee Sin versus Rek'Sai matchup should be really good for Rek'Sai early, but at 6 it becomes a lot worse, and Xmithy is behind Svenskeren here because of the invade that they did. So IMT is actually losing this early game, and they don't want to be this far behind in the early game with their comp. Obviously, it's not that bad because they have Ornn for some scaling, etc. But having 2 kills on this LeBlanc, once LeBlanc starts splitting, it's going to be really hard for them to deal with. Like, they don't really have any way to kill the LeBlanc. They just have to group up and just out-damage them, like, front to back later on. But, yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. I mean, Jizuke getting 2 free kills should give him a pretty big advantage. I feel like the way that EG can lose is from the Renekton. Because I feel like Renekton is a really bad pick. I think that their draft is pretty awful here. In general, like I like the Lee Sin LeBlanc. The Lucian Yuumi, I'm not sure about. We haven't seen much Lucian AD and NA, so I have no idea how good that is. And then the Renekton, I really don't like either. But 2-kill advantage early game is really insane. Like, especially on a champion like LeBlanc. Like, he's just going to get early Ludens. It's going to be so hard for Corki to play.
Having a fake Rage Blade via lethal tempo, like synergizes with his primary item, buys big trade that Ike actually forced a flash. Did not need a flash. Jizuka had no more damage left.
Ooh, I think if the chain connects,
it's not people trolling. I can tell. Like, yeah, but I mean that's a flash blow from Jizuki, so he's starting to gain pressure. Ooh, what the fuck? He just trolled the whole game. What? What is he doing? What did Jizuke just do? He just threw his entire lead, dude. He literally just threw his entire lead. And now Xmithy's back in the game. He was kind of fucked, and now he's just, like, in it. That's so bad from Jizuke there, man. That's so bad from him. He literally gets 2 free kills gifted, and then he does that. That's so bad from him. Like, I understand he wants to keep on abusing the lane, but yeah. And look at this Ezreal, or this Lucian Yuumi lane. They're literally just fucking... They took 3 plates alone. I mean, they're still winning. EG's still winning, but, like, what just happened here? He doesn't even have Ignite.
Jizuke going for the flash here.
Flash W into QE is what he was trying to do.
Even with the chain?
So what he needed to do is de-aggro. He had to walk forward, de-aggro, and then take his W back, and then he would have been fine. But he just, like, kind of fucked his jungler for no reason.
Anyway, that just seemed like so high risk and so low reward, and now actually...
Whatever. He just needs to play for... Oh, wait. He went Fiendish Codex. What is that? Wait. Why does he have a Fiendish Codex?
I kind of disagree with that. That could just be a blasting wand, and you're most of the way there to...
I really don't like the Fiendish Codex. Why did he go Fiendish Codex? What are people going on LeBlanc now? I'm trying to think about what that could possibly be. A Zanya's later on? Like, what is he going that Fiendish Codex for?
Massively buffed. The AD ratio is about 25% higher than it was in the previous patch. It's if you
Morello doesn't build out of Fiendish Codex.
AD ratio. Now you're not gonna sit in all 5 seconds of package in most cases.
Why would you just not go Blasting Wand?
You go AFK.
Because the Ludens gives you 20% CDR once you complete it.
Of course, we're in a pretty happy Essence Reaver sort of Infinity Edge kind of meta game. So
Twin Shadows with Electrocute? I don't think Twin Shadows is good here either. Okay, Altec flashed. Bang is really winning this lane. They're really getting an advantage from this Yuumi first pick with Lucian. They really are doing well with it. Bot lane, Bang is playing super well. 3 plates and they're just winning. The Renekton pick into Ornn I thought was terrible. I think this should have been a GP, but
so as farming well, right? And he is starting to stack up that armor. Smithy now moving down to this bottom side. They want to try to protect all.
We'll have to see. I guess still is no flash, so I'd like to see Lee Sin visiting this this mid lane at some point. Ludens is only 10% CDR? No, it's not. Isn't it 20%? Do they nerf it? I'm pretty sure Ludens is 20%.
His body was telling him, yeah. Thousand gold difference. Yeah.
So you have the Hex Shrinker from Corki, but the Hex Shrinker might not save him with the Lee Sin gang.
Gotta say the Lucian Yuumi is doing really good stuff. Again, Braum really can't punish a Yuumi, and Lucian's a far better laner than Ezreal. So Immortals taking their expected L down there. We'll see what the mid game looks like.
Yeah, and you know, this is something where they may receive some criticism unless they can kind of get more done later on with that, because they had full knowledge of what
Lost chapter is 10%.
for it.
Decent damage done there. Juke actually dodging the comet with a distortion forward, so that one goes back on cooldown. I'll just keep tracking Omnistone the whole time because it interests me so greatly. As a huge
Yeah, I don't know how the prototype Omnistone works. I just think it's really, really weird here
still stacking everything, and the ult's actually challenged.
how they picked Renekton into Orin. Like, I just don't see why this matchup would be good, so that's really weird. And then I don't like how Jizuke threw his fucking early game lead. Like, you get 2 kills on LeBlanc in a matchup on your best champion, and you just, like, int it away.
Especially when there is such kind of a simple damage profile for him to itemize against. LeBlanc generally not the champion that...
Really good. Really good. They can probably get turret off this. This is super, super good from Bang. Bang is just hard winning this lane in terms of pressure.
Threat, though, to maybe push him away. Q's gonna land.
Woo! Clean.
Zazel is on
I think Altec was kind of playing with fire there, if I'm being honest.
Altec had full knowledge that he was there. He was on a ward. He walked in. Hakuo decided to leave. I think Altec just felt like he could outplay the situation, maybe stay around. Instead, gets nailed by that Q. Svenskeren able to take him down and come.
I mean, they're not getting anything out of the Rek'Sai pick into Lee Sin, though. And it's a lot of it's because of level 1. I mean, obviously it was really troll from Jizuke to give a kill back, but the Rek'Sai into Lee Sin is not doing anything, and it's Hail of Blades on Rek'Sai 2 versus Lee Sin, so as the game goes on, it's gonna be harder to fucking scale with it. Like, Conqueror just ends up outscaling Hail of Blades. I'm really surprised he didn't go Conqueror Rek'Sai in this game. Normally, when you're into, like, team comps, like, at least one champion that's kind of tanky, like Renekton, you just go Conqueror because you just end up doing so little later on. Yeah. I like this from Bang, though. I mean, they definitely are using their first pick Yuumi. So, like, I guess that's good drafting from EG in the early part of the draft. I just really don't like the Renekton pick. I wonder if they just don't play GP here. Because Kumo played GP last year before he was on EG when he was playing with C9. So it's really weird to me that they just didn't pick they didn't pick the GP when you're blinding an Ornn. I guess the superpower of making all of his opponents play their worst? No, I think that Ica in general has been, like, pretty bad in lane to everyone. Like, I don't think that he's been playing, like, into people and it just looks like his opponents are playing bad. I think that it's really just that like, he gets outclassed in most lanes. Like, even Crown last week was pretty much outclassing him in the Rumble versus Zero matchup. Like, he should have got a solo kill. So let's see how much they can pressure the Corki mid with the Lucian. So they swap lanes to put the Corki mid here or the Lucian mid, because Lucian mid with the Yuumi should just be able to outtrade the Hex Drinker Corki. Ruin is the worst. We're talking about mid laners. How come Altec has so little farm every game? Well, he was kind of fucked here because they were afraid of Ezreal Yuumi. So because they're afraid of Ezreal Yuumi, they were forced to pick Ezreal, and then they just get a bad matchup here. Okay, that's clean. That's clean. That's a kill. Ooh, good. Good from Sven. Oh, Xmithie's getting caught by Bang. Xmithie might die here. Let's see if they're able to kill Jizuke. Alright, so Jizuke can push in the wave. Do they have TP? They have TP on Renekton. They can TP in the Renekton and dive. They should put a ward TP in the Renekton and dive this, I think. Like, this should be a kill on the Rek'Sai. The Rek'Sai should 100% die here.
Now the TP will come through to try to protect here.
Okay. Well played from Ica to at least trade one back here. Okay, Renekton is here now, though. Okay. Ooh, close. I think Lee Sin can get that. Oh, okay. Is he going to take it? Oh, man, this is such a risky take. He shouldn't do it. Just take the turret. It's a win from EG.
But they can continue. Altec is back, but not really something that they can defend as Svenskeren.
I've always liked Svenskeren's Lee Sin, though. To me, that's always been his best champion, you know? So I really like watching it. I'm happy that they went for it. Obviously, I've been flaming the Renekton pick all game. I think it's horrible here. I think it's a terrible, terrible pick. But the Lucian Yuumi is doing work, so they're setting up. They're going to get this third Infernal, and they're going to have a win condition this entire game.
Yep. And look at that one now. It's getting farther and farther away. EG finally capitalizing on their early game. You can see Xmithy die again.
Yeah, so Xmithy very low here. Jizuke is
I'll take inting so hard. I mean, it's a really rough game, man. Like, Yumi counters Braum. I don't really like the Braum pick from IMT because they knew that they were into Yumi here. And then they still, like, ended up going for the Braum. So you get a bad AD matchup and you get a bad support matchup, which I think is, like, kind of troll.
Xmithy did come out, but Ica was able to come across, was able to finish off.
Soaz blocking this Lee Sin Q is actually so smart. That's such a heads-up play from Soaz. I really like seeing that shit. Soaz is such a reliable, smart player, I think. So Infernal is up. EG should just get this for free. I don't think that IMT should even look to contest it, in my opinion. I think they just have to sack it. I think if you try to fight at this point, you just auto-lose.
You zoom out. There's the first bad ward. There's the first Immortals ward that would see something, and it doesn't see anything in use. So EG in complete control here.
Yeah, EG up.
Smithy is so useless this game. Yeah, I mean, it's because of level 1. That's
really, really good about their position.
It's just been... Smithy's had high highs and low lows this season. That's just how his games have looked like. Like, his game yesterday into Broxel was really good. His game where he played Rek'Sai into Meteos' Gragas was really good. His Elise game into CLG was bad. His Elise game versus TSM was pretty bad. His Trendo game was pretty bad. I think his other games, his Gragas game was pretty fine. I'd say that was like a good one, and I'd say that this game has been bad. So it's like he's played like 4 good games and 4 bad games right now, if this ends up being a bad game. Which, so far, I mean, as Rek'Sai, normally, when you're at this point, you've already, like your game is almost over at this point. Yeah, Smithy's got a level here. I mean, I guess that's fine. The level really doesn't matter, though. Like, Svenskeren been spending time soloing drags and stuff like that. So as build, yeah, it's a little bit troll. It's because he felt like he needed MR because he might be laning against the... Yeah, I don't like this build from Soaz. He should have completed an item.
So through that lens, if Soaz doesn't die anyway, then it's a great build, right? As long as you can live at 1%, it doesn't matter what else you build. So I'll do that as matches of like.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep on giving my opinion because like before the game, like I voted EG. I thought EG was gonna win this game, and then everyone's just like flaming me for it. But I don't know. It's almost like you guys don't want me to have a unique opinion. That's literally how it feels. It's like, oh shit, I say that I think that IMT is not actually that good, even though their score looks like they're really good, and it just pisses everyone off. It's like, Dom, you just are fucking biased. It's like, no, man, I just watch the games, dude. Like, they're like, shit. There's 3 games. There's 3 of their wins don't look good.
EG are going to have 4 potential chances at it before Immortals could really get that off the map. So
oh, Lucian build? I guess it's to be a little bit more tanky because he has a Yumi anyway.
But this would be an incredibly early soul. They could potentially have that a bit past 22 minutes into the game.
Yeah, very, very early stuff. Looking great for EG still. We're seeing defensive options coming through for Immortals. You got Hakuo rushing towards Stone Plate. Seems to need that one pretty badly to tank the front line.
And then they're getting free Herald here. This is good for EG. They should be able to break the turret with this. And theoretically, the Yumi should make it so they scale pretty well. I mean, Corki should theoretically slightly outscale LeBlanc. So I can see that being a thing. Ezreal should slightly outscale Lucian too, but the thing is, how much is that offset by the fact that you have a Yumi? And Yumi is probably the best scaling support in the game right now. Why are there no female Pro League players? I mean, it's just a male-dominated like industry, to be honest. Like, there's just more men that play on average than women, which just allows. Yeah, I mean, it's just a situation where you're just gonna get more male pro players at that point.
Actually, a bit more than like 1,000. But regardless, this is now maybe the first sign of life. Ica has been farming pretty well, despite the fact that Jizuke has picked up those kills. He's pretty close.
Bang is ulting on CD. Makes sense.
Highest on his own team. So eyes on the Corki. What he can do in these fights. Smithy comes to the top side. Can't quite find the juice they poke.
Okay, so Jizuke, is he just gonna go straight into Death Cap here? I just don't understand the Fiendish Codex, really. Like, the Fiendish Codex kind of throws me off. I just don't see the point of it. Does the AP really matter? That you wouldn't rather have, like, does the AP matter so, or the CDR matter so much that you wouldn't just rather complete an earlier Lunens? Like, when I watch other LeBlancs in EU, it doesn't seem like they go this Fiendish Codex, so I just feel like it's bad, most likely.
That he could otherwise be going into this dragon fight because you're missing out on thousands of potential bonus gold there. We'll see if he's
what about Remiliate? Well, yeah. The question was, why is there no female LCS players right now. There was one female
First on him done, but
pro player before. True.
oh, that's true. Yeah, as long as he has 5 seconds.
I didn't say there's never been. People were like, why are there no female pro players right now?
Crack, though, EG the first to get all 3 outer.
So 1 minute on Infernal Drake. So this is gonna be EG's fight. Like EG should just win at this point because Altec hasn't completed his Triforce Mermana, so he hasn't spiked that hard yet. Corki has his Triforce, which is a decent spike. Xmithy doesn't have Cleaver yet. Svenskeren should try to get a recall in and see if he can buy like maybe Stopwatch plus Phage. That'd be so good for Svenskeren. So he got his Phage. Let's see if he gets Stopwatch too. And this is the fight that will define the whole game. Can IMT stop them from getting Infernal Drake right now? Because Infernal Drake, I think, with or Infernal Soul with Lucian and LeBlanc, I think is just so fucking potent.
Healing through it. Xmithy now is just kind of waiting here. They don't have a lot of vision. You know, it is a pretty dark area for Immortals as Xmithy intelligently.
I really don't think that there should be a way that IMT can fight this.
Is pretty much EG. There is that.
Svenskeren couldn't buy a Stopwatch, so he just bought a Ruby Crystal instead. Either way, I think that it should just be EG should just be able to poke IMT out of the situation with the Yuumi. So they should just be able to get mid-wave, control it, poke out, and then they should just be able to eventually win the fight. Like, IMT have to somehow engage, and there's all the flashes up for EG. It's really just sided against IMT for this dragon.
Traded back and forth. Infernal Soul available on the map for
Alright, so they get some chunk there, that's good. And now they're just going to try to, like, start it
Continue to carry this fight.
and play this
And the stopwatch. Such
this
a
game.
fun
So
Just
LeBlanc shoves in the bot wave, and this is EG's advantage. How are they going to manipulate this?
thing is, even with this composition, if you just mess up your engage, if you get kind of collapsed on, it can be very difficult to win a straight up 5v5 against Immortals comp. So that is why EG is playing it somewhat slowly.
No, I mean, they should win a 5v5 against Immortals comp. I don't know what this casting is. Like, I just don't agree with that.
Yuumi actually pretty low on mana here as well, so there's little bits you can see that slightly favor Immortals, but so has taken some poke, takes the chain, takes the second one, and
Yeah. Okay, they poked the Orin to half. They should just start the dragon here with Lee and Lucian, and they're just gonna get an Infernal Soul for free. This is exactly what I said was gonna happen. They just poke them out, and then they just get a free soul. Like, this game should be unthrowable for IMT, and this is for EG, and this is a problem that I've seen with IMT twice now, right? They have pretty bad dragon control. The game that they played 2 games ago versus CLG, they ended up giving up Ocean Soul, and if it wasn't for CLG just getting out macroed and just opening mid, they were at a point where they just like can't win. Like, I don't think that you should be able to win this game at this point as IMT into Infernal Soul. I know that you theoretically outscale because you have Ezreal and Corki, but from my perspective, the small scaling advantage that you have is just offset by the fact that they have Soul, and then the Yuumi I think is going to be super annoying. Yuumi has Ardent Sensor now, so that's really good for the Lucian as well.
And you've got to add that in for Zazel too, who has very reliable poke with that Prowling Projectile. That starts to really add up over time. This Yuumi is going to be very, very annoying. And one of the things that can be kind of most surprising with it is it turns abilities that were not threatening previously into pretty annoying poke abilities.
Let's wait for the coin flip.
W is essentially adding that Ludens. Every Prowling Projectile.
It's not the draft dom according to the IMT coach.
Start to add up.
I mean, I think that there's like bad parts from both drafts. I think that Corki, I think the counter picks in this game were horrible. That's like where I really,
flash, but now
ooh.
let's retreat for the Immortals.
Jizuke actually ended up taking the W back when Zazel ulted. That's just miscoordination there. And Zazel isn't level 11 yet, so he doesn't have like that much ulti CD right now. But
Vision's going their way, but
yeah, I mean, I think that the counter picks this game were terrible. I think that the Renekton pick and the Corki pick are both bad, right? And normally when you put draft resources into like the end of the draft, right, you should be getting things that are good in the game. Like, you should be able to get a game where
damage, but they completely whiffed the ult.
yeah, you should be getting a situation. Oh, and what's happening mid? Is Xmithy getting caught? Xmithy and Braum look like they're getting caught right now. And Kumo's just chilling.
Kumo, tanky
Okay.
stays alive.
They're gonna try to collapse on this Braum. Okay, so they got pushed out of mid, so they're probably gonna lose tier 2 top and tier 2 mid for this play. It's good by Kumo eating towards the wave and pushing it. So the top turret is down. Let's see if they get this turret. Maybe they don't get the whole thing, but they get almost the whole thing. Well played from Kumo to survive the dive. I mean, IMT is just desperate at this point. Like, they don't know how they can win this game. I don't know how they can win this game either. I really don't know.
Forced an ultimate, and the wave got cleared. EG used their numbers advantage mid lane. They knocked down tier 2 and took away part of the jungle. This game is continuing to go EG's way. They clear things off, earn extra gold, and
Corki has historically been the response to LeBlanc. I mean, we're talking about different metas here, bro. Like, Corki has been hard nerfed from when it was good into LeBlanc. It received a lot of nerfs since then. So, like, I don't apply the logic that Corki is still that good into LeBlanc. Like, obviously, when Corki is good, you can just build Hex Shrinker. So, like, that's the advantage that you get. But besides for that, I mean, it's still really, really gankable. Like, the Corki with TP always has to be worried about LeBlanc chain into Lee Sin being there. And I feel like the biggest mistake here was just level 1. Level 1, IMT put themselves in a hole because when you play Rek'Sai into Lee Sin, you have to win the early game. Because Lee Sin will just outscale you. He'll be better throughout the game. Especially if you're taking Halo Blades on Rek'Sai into Lee Sin, you really need to win early. So them going for that level 1 play and having Xmithie die and I think lose Flash. Actually, he might have kept his Flash. But he died and he lost a lot of time. And then I think Braum died too. Or maybe Ezreal died. One of the bot laners died as well. So you have 2 deaths. Both go to LeBlanc. And then you're just so far down in tempo. It's so hard to catch up. Like, what do you do at that point?
Even all the way back to here, where they're not going to be able to move forward and even check if you're doing Baron. And that's where you can get...
Yeah, I saw the Corki, like, buffs. I didn't think anything of them, to be honest.
Desperation check and actually can, move slowly forward, advancing their work.
So it looks like EG is just going to play for Elder here, is what it seems like. Elder's easier to do than Baron. It does less damage to your team.
Upgrade of the Triforce of Altec has room to upgrade 2 more items, which means he can get his jungler and his mid laner.
I think he's waiting for IE for Ica, is my assumption.
So he lost Flash, Ezreal lost Flash, and Braum died. That's horrible, bro. That's a catastrophe level 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Orin items are starting to come through, so he's going to upgrade Triforce for both of the carries.
30 attack damage on a Infinity Edge upgrade, definitely worthwhile. IE is done. Track the item slots. Which you can't do with Spectator, by the way. It's auto-sorted by gold.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Engage. Not going to find Sven Skaren. Kite's back, stays alive.
Yep, and they just kite back, stay alive. That's so good for them. And Ezreal has the Flash there. I don't know how... I mean, IMT just has to keep on scaling. They got to just sit in their base, farm with... They have to just farm with Corki and Ezreal, and hopefully they win later on. But I don't know.
It's going to be more vulnerable. EG are still kind of creating advantages through this push.
Do you think Mercs are really bad on Jizuke? I mean, yeah, they're probably not good here. There's really not much that he's dodging. I mean, I guess the MR is decent because the enemy team has a lot of magic damage with Ezreal, Corki, and Orin.
Actually, Elder Dragon. Sven Skaren's been pinging the Elder Dragon spawn. Hako now the same. He knows it's coming up very soon. But
that's a PD on Lucian. The Lucian's gonna be so hard to kill. He's gonna do so much damage here with the buff from Yuumi. He's got an Ardent Sensor on him as well.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if Immortals then tries to look for some sort of a trade, if they want to try to contest at that. It is going to be the Molten Edge coming through. Sunfire is completed, so 2 more upgrades coming across. And with all those Ornn,
so he actually upgraded the IE over the Triforce. That sounds correct to me. Makes sense.
It is just about the Dragon Soul.
The Elder Dragon, they have to contest this. This has to be a fight. I don't think you can give Elder here. You give Elder, that means you guarantee you give Baron. I really don't like it. Oh, Bang just fucked up. He had Flash. Oh, no. Bang just threw the whole game. Oh, Lord. Can they do Baron? Can they do Baron or Elder? Bang didn't Flash, didn't E. He didn't do anything there. He thought that he was going to sidestep the Ornn ult, and he ended up just throwing. Holy shit, that's so bad from Bang.
So it's going to be about, can they actually force them off? Can they look?
Dude, that's such a big throw for no reason.
4v5, but Dragon Soul in favor of the 4. How good's the poke gonna look? Here comes the access from the backside. So as poke, Sven Skaren winning the wings. Easy reveal there.
Okay, they're going on to Altec. Altec has no flash. Altec has no flash here. That's huge. Altec's down. They win this fight actually, as long as they can kite out. Oh, great stun from fucking. Well played from fucking Soaz, but it doesn't matter. They're too far behind. And Sven Skaren hasn't even used his kick here. Really bad shift from Altec there. He should have been conscious of the fact that he was going to get flashed on if he wastes his shift like that. He needed to use his shift more defensively. And they probably just lose the game right here. You have TB coming in from Bang, and Bang should just be, and they should just be able to end mid, I think. Yeah, they should just be able to end this. It's only Braum up. TP, how long for TP? Oh, Bang doesn't even need TP. He's already there. No, I think they can end. 3 seconds on Altec. I guess going to Elders is the safer call. I don't know. It would have been really close.
Elder will be theirs, and
That was a big mistake from Bang. Big fucking mistake. You can't die like that with a Yuumi comp, bro. As an AD carry, when you have flash, you cannot die like that. It's so inexcusable. Yeah, and that's why I've been considering Xmithie the more consistent member than Altec on IMT. I think it's like you just can't make mistakes like that as Ezreal. Like he generally hasn't been super good in lane, Altec. The Casio games didn't go that well. The Xayah game versus CLG didn't look that good until he started picking up random kills. But that shift right there, that's terrible. And you know what? Renekton with Infernal Soul actually looks pretty decent here.
Well, Ica was actually firing over on a Jizuke. Kumo was already working on Ica.
Rough.
Getting an incredible amount.
Lethal Tempo Ezreal is like the meta. It's actually not bad, but
carries down. There's no way that these tanks can actually.
I mean, this is just rough drafting, I think, from IMT. Like, you give over Yuumi, and then you take the Ezreal to deny the Ezreal Yuumi, but then you don't even get a good lane matchup into it. You get Braum Ezreal into Yuumi Lucian, and you just have to pray that your jungler fucking hard camps your lane. Kumo played well that fight. He saved the team.
Kites over the wall, he's going to stay safe. This has kind of been about the top lane a little bit, at least in that fight. Yeah. Talk about Kumo and Champs Leg saying that he's been a great, pleasant surprise for you this split, and a game like that will definitely show you it. Yeah, and his next team fight is going to be.
And Lucian, Yuumi, and Lee Sin can just do this Baron whenever.
Plus GA, that buys so much time. You can just throw yourself at Ica, who is going to be, I think, the main.
And there's a Void Staff on Jizuke now. He's really annoying for them to deal with.
Kumo is in his face.
Look at that, dude. They can't even go close to this Baron. Kumo is just too tanky now. I mean, the Renekton pick actually looked good in that last fight. Ooh, scary. Damn. Fucking Soaz almost stole the Baron because they missmited it. I don't know, man. You have Elder Dragon for EG. You have Baron. Like this game is just unwinnable for MT. And this is exactly what I was saying beforehand. I mean, like whatever, dude. Fuck all you guys for flaming me for saying that EG was gonna beat IMT. Fuck all you guys for being like, oh, you're just biased. It's like, no, EG looks better than their score indicates, and IMT looks worse than their score indicates. So, like, I think that this is like a reasonable prediction here.
At what point can Immortals even find a fight? It seems so unlikely at this point as you keep pushing forward, they keep finding the poke.
Well, Renekton scales way better with fucking with Infernal Soul for sure.
At least they need Ornn ultimate, so they're gonna have to wait a good 15 seconds, but the game could be done before then, pretty much.
Elfarzar certainly running low, getting burned by Elder, getting burned by the Infernal, and it was almost the kill on Altec. That could have been lethal right there from the Elder Dragon snipe.
Nice level 1 prediction. I mean, I didn't predict the level 1, obviously. Ooh, that feels bad as Rek'Sai, man.
And now it's Immortals just forced to run away, kill after kill after kill.
GG.
3 picked up already. Evil geniuses find their third win of the split, and they stop the win streak of Immortals.
A well-played game here from EG. They will finish off the Nexus. And they look good today. They did execute very well on this early game. Yes, the level 1
The
was
flips.
very bad from Immortals, but EG was able to make the most of it.
Wait, who did I say was gonna win post Big Ban? I think I said that I thought that Immortals was gonna win post Big Ban because I really hated the Renekton pick. I think that's what it is.
They were up heavily in farm. They knocked down the turret pretty much straight up in that 2v2.
I really don't think that Immortals is that strong of a team, though. That's like why I've been predicting against them.
Heard from Gabby in that interview that it was gonna be
Thoughts on Ica this game?
looking to poke.
I don't know, man. Ica never does anything, bro. Like, he literally just... Jizuke lost his mind and dove Ica, and then he randomly ended up okay in that game. I don't know. To me, I just don't give a fuck about that situation. Like, when I look at it, I'm like, yeah, I mean, they just fucking sucked, right?